now, suffice it to say, that the Omniwar entails the weaponization of everything. It's a war that is waged across every conceivable domain of human life. It's a war that is waged by the few against the many, and its ultimate purpose is to subjugate and enslave the population through technocratic means.
So, Omniwar is essentially World War III, and it's a stealth war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And a lot of, when we say stealth, a lot of the tactics are literally, and the weaponry is literally invisible.
Yeah.
So you and your colleagues talk a lot about neurological weaponry and the biodigital state. One of the reasons I love this piece that we're publishing is it really helps you understand the biodigital state and the fact that control and freedom happen literally one person at a time. The stealth war is a custom designed war. Is that fair to say?
Yes, it is. And it's nothing like the wars of the past. We're not dealing with nation states versus nation states. This is an attempt to, as you say, gain control over each individual, each one of us. And so it's very much a kind of a bottom-up process.
Right. Well, it's an excellent description, and I think the benefit of understanding there's an omni-war, as soon as you can face that fact that we're in World War III, it's stealth, each one of us is a target, and they can custom design the targeting. I mean, the AI and software allows you to really do custom programming. Once you understand that, you can get back in the game.
Yeah.
In other words, for example, we've been doing meet and greets all over the country, and when you see a person or a family who figured out years ago that there's a great poisoning and now have completely, revolutionized their life, how they eat, how the water, everything, they look like, they're just shimmering with health. They're just shimmering with health. But they figured out, okay, it's that bad, and now they took action, it's working. So once you understand somebody is trying to make you feel incoherent, but you don't have to be incoherent. You can see it for what it is, and then you can start to act in a way that dramatically protects you and your family. But then as you protect you and your family, you stop feeding the parasite.
Yeah.
Let's turn and talk about what we do about all of this, because it's pretty overwhelming to face Omniwar. But my feeling is once you face it, you get back in the game. And it's a beautiful game.
It is. And I mean, it's remarkable how much human creativity and potential and will for freedom there is. It's testament to the power of the psychological operations that so many people, feel beaten down or don't see a lot of this. But I agree exactly with what you say. The only choice now is to fight. And that doesn't necessarily, mean picking up physical arms or whatever.
Right.
The first thing we have to do is to understand what's going on here. And we have to render visible this invisible omni-war. And so that's exactly what I've tried to do in this report. And hopefully within about 20,000 words, the reader will be able to actually make sense of the bigger picture of what is being done to us of resistance, because we are in a race against time here. We have these invisible technocratic architectures of oppression that are gradually being built all around us. And we know clearly what the aim is, and the powers that be have even put a date on it, 2030. So we better get active very, very quickly and get as many people moving as we can. And just a simple mass non-compliance with all aspects of technology. So we just need to say no, no to facial recognition, no to biometrics, no to surveillance cameras, no to smart devices that are tracking our health data, no to smartphones, no to CBDC, no to digital ID, no to psychographics, no to the Internet of Bio-Nano Things. If enough people just reject all of these technologies, then they actually become unenforceable. And that is the Achilles heel of the ruling class here, because it's a war of the few against the many. They are reliant on these technologies. And if we reject them in sufficient numbers, technocracy is unenforceable.